Welcome to another episode of the Marathon. My name's Mare. It's Friday. It's also 2020, so I don't know if that means anything. I am making oatmeal with frozen fruit, berries, banana, and some chia. And I put way too much chia in it, so it's becoming very like thick. Thomas is down on his bike. He just requested to go on his bike after our morning drive. I'm gonna do some work this morning, and then I'm having lunch with someone who I haven't seen, I think, in person since February, so I'm excited for that. Gonna pick up some delicious vegan food. And then this afternoon we are meeting two other friends and going to the beach. It's supposed to be 38 today, so the beach is really the only logical place to be, except for my basement. Using my Calgary Starbucks mug, which is from last year when I went and did the Marathoner Masterclass. A little part of me is sad using it because I had so many book tours planned this year and so many things, but it's okay. We got a new necklace added to the collection. This little unicorn with this diamond was a gift from, you can probably guess who, for my birthday, which was a couple days ago. This is how much I have been out of it with quarantine and COVID and all the things. I thought I was turning 38. I turned 37. It's like I gained a year of my life. Yep, that's 2020 for you, friends. That is 2020. So it was like a win. It's like a year. I feel like I got a year of my life. I feel like oatmeal is a very divisive meal. Do you like oatmeal? I have been enjoying it as a really clean breakfast. Really got off the avocado toast finally, and then I put a little peanut butter on the top. And then it melts in. This is a tablespoon, right? There's so many memes about like, this is a tablespoon of peanut butter, and I am definitely one of those people. I mean, I probably don't need to show you it because it doesn't look great, but it's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna go downstairs and eat this while Thomas is on his bike. I was actually hoping to show you my new morning routine this morning, but we slept in, so I haven't done it. But I did show you the 5-second journal in a previous vlog, and I've been doing that every day and really noticing a difference. Today's sort of theme of the video is going to be food, shows, books, things that have been helping me during this pandemic. Having a nice healthy breakfast has been one of them, and I'm on an oatmeal kick. I have been now for a few months. I've already had some water. I'm back on the juggy train, so this is where we're at this morning. Coffee. But what I have been doing in the morning is, once Thomas is settled, doing the 5-second journal, which I'll link below if you're interested. It just doesn't take much time, but it really helps focus your day. I think I'm actually gonna do it anyways today, even though it's already 9:30. It gives you like one purposeful task, how you're feeling. And for example, yesterday I had a really rough sleep, and it really helped me remind me throughout the day of that, and to be like really kind to myself and gracious and easy on myself because I was tired, and you know, just having that little reminder. Then I've been setting intentions every day, which I talked about previously. Yesterday's intention was to go easy on myself. That was very helpful. Today's is going to be one that I've had a few times now in the last couple of weeks, which is to catch myself before I get overwhelmed. And having that mindset makes such a difference for me. And I can't believe how many times I catch myself getting overwhelmed and then realizing like, this is solvable, we can do this, let's relax. I've been doing the 5-second journal, which then kind of doesn't make it like I need to journal as much, but I have started journaling at night, so I'll show you that later. And then been listening to my Mel Robbins book still, Work It Out, 10 out of 10 recommend. And easing into the day, not checking social media. Like I still haven't checked it, and it's 9:30, which has been huge. I finally cut that habit of checking my phone in the middle of the night if I woke up. And I no longer go on my phone the second I wake up. I do Headspace, so I go on my phone, but I don't go on socials. All my notifications are shut off. And it has been like a light switch in my mental health and my anxiety and my like feelings of self-esteem. 10 out of 10 recommend. So I'm gonna eat this breakfast and then I will bring you along on the day today. Folklore all the time, obviously. That new Taylor Swift album, what do you think? I feel like it's the calm, chill album we all needed in 2020. I don't know if I could I've handled like a really aggressive one, an angry one. I love it. It's definitely one of my faves I think she's ever put out. So mature. It's great. Oh, and my battery's gonna die. My mom surprised me and picked up came over so she would watch Thomas. So it's just like an actual adult lunch. I picked up food from a place locally that's called The Angry Vegan. I got us each a Buddha bowl, one barbecue, one spicy chickpea, because I didn't know what her preference would be. And then I got us what they call the Popeye lemonade. So it's like lemonade, but it has spinach in it, which I've never tried. So I'll show you the food once I get it all out. Oh, hello. Whew. I am sorry. I absolutely did not film our food. It's like a vlogging rookie mistake over here. It was delicious, I can tell you that. They each had Buddha bowls. Mine was lentils. She had a chickpea one. It was really nice. It's nice to actually, you know, see people. As weird as that sounds. I haven't seen her in forever. And now I'm going to go relieve my mom. Maybe have a visit with her if she has time. And pack up for the beach. Although it's interesting, it's super hot. It's cloudy and windy. I mean, it's kind of like a redhead's dream. So since today's vlog is all about things that have been, you know, things I've liked during quarantine, I will say, besides like having, you know, a good breakfast, water, coffee, all the usual things, I've definitely been eating at home the majority of the time, and it's been nice. I'll link below a recipe that I've made a few times now since it's zucchini season, which is like a zucchini carbonara sauce from Hot for Food. So instead of using heavy cream in the sauce, you use zucchini, and it's like so good. She also has another recipe that's called mac and peas, which is a delicious macaroni and cheese recipe that is something we've had many times. But I've been eating a lot of veg from my friend's garden and loving that, from the farmer's market, a lot of really simple meals. It's funny, my friend and I, we often send each other photos of our food, And I swear for a while we were doing it like each once a day, and in the last month or so there's been hardly any. Summer's just like an easy time to cook, right? So that's been something that I've been loving, is easy meals that don't take much time. And I've been really on a kick of flavored sparkling water. So I like bubblies. I have been loving the lime one. I think the blackberry one is my favorite. I tried some ahas, which were lime and watermelon, also delicious. And then I think the next ones I'm gonna open are grapefruit. I'll show you them if I remember when we get inside. You know what sparkling, like flavored water looks like. I must say, it's so fun to be vlogging in my kitchen now that it's like blue and the fridge is in. It's very exciting. Okay. Speaking of water flavors, I have been loving putting these in my juggie. This is from Nesfruta. This one's raspberry. Been loving this. This is a sweet leaf water drop in peach. I've definitely talked about this before. Then the unicorn loves the Crystal Light strawberry lemonade. And it's just a little 0-cal flavor that you put in your water and it flavors it. Ding. These are the other ones I was telling you about. This is aha. And then these are the bubblies. Blackberry is my favorite. Lime is also good. I will say these go very well with vodka. Also, I like to use CC or Canadian Club. That's my personal favorite. Another thing in quarantine that I started doing is freezing my discards of vegetables. So this would be like zucchini peel, a little bit of cabbage, you know, the ends of the kale. This is just anything veggie wise that I would have normally thrown out. I've been putting them in this Ziploc, and then once it's full, making my own veggie stock. I feel like a freaking pioneer woman, honestly. It made so much. I just threw in a bunch of herbs from my cupboard, like whatever I had. It is so good, so easy, and saves you money. And like, you know, you recycle, feels good. There's a lot of beverages talked about. I've been taking whatever coffee. I really just want to chug this right now. If on a random day like today where I'm here by myself and I obviously made way too much coffee, putting it in the fridge for your own cold brew, and also making ice cubes. This is like old coffee ice cubes. You could also do that with tea. Make some tea and then just put it in the fridge. Make your own iced tea. But that's about it food-wise. Like I said, I'll pop some of the recipes that I've been enjoying down below. So that's food-wise, things that I've been loving lately. Tastes like candy. I think my camera just wants to focus on the red microwave, and I don't blame her. It's a good microwave. What are your like local food favorites? Recent food favorites? Oh, something we've been doing a lot is making our own popcorn. Just pop it in the popper with some vegan butter. Been delicious. Now I'm gonna pack our stuff for the beach. We're at the beach. You over it? You all done? Oh, hello everybody. Those kisses for fun. Okay, well, we're at the beach. We're just about to leave. But we've been here for 2 hours. Thomas is done, can you tell? But he did good. Whatever veg I have, often broccoli. And then this is gonna go, I'm gonna cook this in my pasta for the last minute. So it just kind of like blanches it, and then the rest will be toppings on my pasta. The sauce, quote unquote, is just garlic, soy sauce, and then I take this little bad boy, which I think is probably supposed to be for cheese, but I grate ginger into it and green onion on top, a little of this usually, and that's it. Like, I don't use oil. Sometimes I will add hot sauce and this, which I have been, this is my second container of this powdered peanut butter. So for like a peanut sauce, actually, am I gonna make that tonight? No, I don't really feel like it. Just feeling like something light-ish from the beach. And you might not think that pasta's light, but this sauce makes it that way. So I've got the pasta just boiling here, and I use like a quinoa mix pasta, so it's a little bit of protein, and I think there's brown rice in there too. And then in the oven I have my tofu baking. And I'll show you it once it's ready. Here's the final product. Added some scallion and a tiny bit of Earth Island Parm. There was like maybe a tablespoon left, so I added that. It's nutritious, it's delicious, and it's about to be in my belly. Dinner was delicious, and now I'm gonna tell you some of the books that I've been reading lately. This was a request, this video, in a Facebook Live. Oh, I got the blinds happening. I'm already in my pajamas. The best book that I have read in a while is called I'm Still Here, Black Dignity in a World Made for Whiteness. And it is very palatable and helpful, and I highly recommend it. It is written by a woman who is Black and grew up in the States, and her experiences, and so much of it was so eye-opening to me. That's just like the beginning of my self-education. I know we're talking about books right now, but the best documentary I've watched recently is called 13th, which is on Netflix, and it also talks about what it's like to be a Black person in America, and it shows you the correlation from slavery all the way through now until the prison system in the States, and like so many other things in between. I will probably watch it again. It was that good. Anyway, we're talking about books right now. You're Not Special by Megan Rinks. She's a YouTuber who I've watched forever, and I listened to that book, really enjoyed it. We read A New Earth in the Marathoner Book Club, and that was fantastic. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend that you read a chapter and then listen to a podcast episode on Oprah's Super Soul podcast. I've never done that before, and I really liked how you could like read a chapter and then listen to the corresponding episode, and she interviews the author, and then she also takes questions from her audience. It was really fascinating. I loved, like, I wish more books would do that. And right now I'm reading The Untethered Soul, which is one of those books that, like, it's by Michael A. Singer. So many people have told me about it, and it's just always kind of been around. Hello, footsies. But I've never actually read it. And I've been reading also, I think because, oh, you'd like a foot massage, would you? We're not eating. I think because the world is so heavy right now. Sorry if these lines are distracting. I'm just enjoying the evening light and a foot in my face. I've been like reading a lot of like lighter things apart from what I just told you about, like T is for Transformation by Sean T. I really enjoyed that. Like Sorry Not Sorry, which was chick lit, and The Bad Mothers Book Club, which was chick lit, obviously. The only book I've read so far this month was called If You Could See Me Now, and it was also chick lit. I'll link all these down below if you're interested. Lots of the like primarily the lighter books that I read that are fiction I get for my Kindle, and they're about less than $5. I've also reread Super Attractor. We read Untamed in the Mare Reads Book Club. I've taken a bit of a break with the book club for the summer, but we are going to pick it back up in September. So those are some of the books. As you can probably hear, Thomas has been loving Mickey and Elmo still. I have gotten back into watching some YouTube, and I'll link some of my go-to YouTubers down below, but off the top of my head, Louise Pentland, I never miss her videos. I really also like Kaylin Nicholson, she's Canadian. Samantha Jane, who I had on the podcast, she's Canadian. Been hanging out with Thomas a lot. Speaking of which, I bought AirPods, like Apple little AirPods, to celebrate the fact that I worked out for 8 weeks straight in my basement, and those have been a favorite of mine in quarantine because I can pay attention and listen to what I'm doing, and he can watch a show and I don't have to hear it, and he doesn't have to hear mine. And I think it's like helpful for him being hard of hearing too. He doesn't have to like try and decipher sounds. Movies, I don't think I've watched any movies except 13th. Honestly, we have been working our way through Scandal, which I think I've mentioned a couple times in a vlog. I still watch Friends every night to fall asleep. I don't watch a ton of TV, but so much of it is so heavy. Like, I don't watch the news. I keep up with it, but I don't like make a point to always need to know the latest thing, because I don't find that that's good for my soul. So what did you ask for? You asked for food, books, movies, just things in general. Oh, one thing I was thinking about after we got home from the beach, we showered, which we always do. That's why I'm already in my pajamas. I have been very mindful in taking care of my skin, which I've always been, but there just seems to be something like therapeutic about it being home all the time. Thomas. And I'm gonna do a new skincare routine, or just like show you. I don't think I'll do a specific video because I'm not an expert, but I'll show you in a video coming up. I totally changed all my skincare, and I've just really been enjoying that routine and that ritual of it. It feels really relaxing at night, and then it feels really nice in the morning too. So even though I'm not wearing makeup really ever anymore, like I haven't put on eyeshadow, I swear, since my book launch party, or maybe when I was on CTV in February. Working out downstairs, still loving my yoga with Adrian, still loving the sweat app, and my sorry, I'm just like pushing Thomas's foot. Elliptical. He's been loving his bike. He's almost at 300K on his bike. Yeah, those are some of the things that we've been loving. Watering my flowers. I got succulents this year for the first time, and that really feels like my lane. If I wasn't already in PJs, I'd probably show them to you. Maybe that's save that for another vlog. This one's probably already super long. And I was gonna tell you about my evening journaling. This is something that my online therapist suggested I do, and I've just been doing it for a little bit now, but I really like it. So at the end of every day, making a note of what went well, what I achieved, what didn't go great, and what I could do differently in the future, because I'm trying to improve recognizing how much good there is in a day, especially with the pandemic. And I'm also not very good at acknowledging when I accomplish something. I usually am just on to the next thing. So really being able to appreciate and show gratitude to myself for things that I do in a day. And I'll put down things like laundry. Today we went to the beach, because that I find can be tiring. See, with T-Bone. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be it for today's video. It's, like I said, 5:30. We're gonna chill out. I will probably do some yoga, journal, and be in bed by 8:15. But if there's any other categories of things. Oh, music-wise, I made a quarantine 2020 playlist. I also made a summer 2020 playlist. They're both on my Apple Music. You can just search Redhead Mare and find me there if you're looking for some fun playlists. And then of course the new T Swift album. I also like the Chicks new album. Let me see what else I've been listening to. When we painted the kitchen, or if we're really doing anything in the kitchen, we've been listening to a lot of like 90s music, which has been fun. Like tell, you know, my Alexa, I don't want to say it too loud, to play pop music. I'm excited for the new Katy Perry. Oh, I love the new Lady Gaga album, Chromatica. That's been definitely something we've listened to. This Quarantine Queen album by Todrick Hall, for sure, I just love. He's so fantastic. Anything by Todrick really just makes me so happy. Yeah, this vlog is gonna be long, so I think that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, become a marathoner. Life's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Tell me what are some things that you have been loving during, I don't really want to call it quarantine, like just during the pandemic, while most of us are still staying home most of the time. What have you been enjoying? Now I'm just rambling. I miss you, I hope you're well. 2020.